How big is the new crop of teachers this year?
We have, I think it's about 208, I believe. Last I heard, about 208 new teachers. It's not unusual, though, to have a 10 to 14% turnover rate.
Yeah.
We have a higher turnover rate this year than what we had last year, but I think it was due to the economy. A lot of the teachers that resigned this year is due to their husbands getting new jobs, or not necessarily husbands, but spouses getting a new job and needing to transfer or change.
Yeah.
When I did the convocation this year, I talked about how this is a time when you're very anxious about starting school. You wonder if you're going to be accepted by everyone, and you wonder if you're up to the challenge. And I said, I'm not talking about the students, I'm talking about me. But also, I think it applies to teachers. It's sort of the same feelings. I mean, anytime you're starting a new year, and that's one thing that's great about education, is you have a chance to have a fresh start every year. You got a new group of students, you've got a new year ahead of you, so that's really exciting. That's one of the exciting things about the profession. But it's natural to have that anxiety and that anticipation. What's this class going to be like? So really, they go through the same emotions that students do, because you want to do good, you want to do well, you want everything to go well, and the students have that same feeling too. Well, one thing, we passed that bond issue, and we started the renovations and additions at McKinney High School and at Fabian, and a lot of the work that we did this summer was on the outside, tearing up and putting in new sidewalks and wings and parking spaces, and so visibly on the outside it looks like a whole lot's going on, and it is. And at McKinney High, that is a massive renovation and addition, and it was a real tight schedule, but we've got everything set up where we can start school Monday with the kids, and they'll be arriving at a different location than they have in the past as far as their entrance, but school will go on, and it's going to be really beautiful when it gets finished.
But that's an ongoing program. I mean, throughout the school year, they'll be
under construction the whole year this year, and then they'll hit it hard again. I mean, there's some things you can't do with the students in school, but so they'll hit it hard again next summer. It'll be this all over again. What we're focusing on is really increasing our expectations for students across the board, and basically in all grade levels. But due to the STAR testing and end-of-course exams, if we don't do everything we can to help our students be successful in elementary and middle school, then they certainly aren't going to be prepared to meet the challenges in high school. This country overall has got to do more to challenge students and have more students be successful academically, because the global economy has changed, and it's no longer can you find a good job with just a high school diploma or just no high school diploma. So we need to do everything we can to try to get kids either college ready or career ready, and that's our focus.
Great.
We're just moving on, trying to do everything we can to provide engaging work for our students, because one thing that you need to do is if a student isn't motivated to learn and doesn't have that desire, you can't just as a teacher say, well, that's their problem, it's not mine. I mean, because it is your problem. You're there to try to find a way to reach every child in that classroom. That is your objective, and that's what we expect our teachers to do. And so we are going to continue focusing on designing engaging work for kids, and so that's really no change from what we did this past year. I would encourage parents to make sure and check their child's grades. We have the hack system where you can check grades and monitor and see where your child is, and keep that door of communication open with the teacher. And if you have concerns, please make sure and talk it over with your teacher. I mean, we want to have that good relationship with our parents, and we want to do everything we can to help these students be successful, and that means parental support. I mean, we need to work together as a team to do what we can for our kids. Great. I think the exciting thing is that we have done well this past year academically, in spite of the fact that we're operating, with 134 fewer employees than what we had 2 years ago. We saw academic gains this past year. Every category in the measurement of academic progress, the MAP testing that occurs at the elementary and middle school level, we saw gains in every subgroup in every category except for one subgroup score, and it was only 1 point off than what it was the previous year. So that's very encouraging, and I'm pleased to see the work that our teachers have made there. And we had 10 National Merit finalists this last year. That's a pretty large number when you consider the size of the school district. Their district's much larger than ours. They only have 2 or 3 finalists. So, we're quite proud of that, and I give credit to our students and our parents, but also our teachers on preparing these students to be successful. Well, it was really nice to hear on NBC Today's show when the lady from Money Magazine was being interviewed, and I agree with her. She said, well, McKinney has great schools and affordable housing, and those are the 2 main things they pointed out, and that was nice to hear. We have a moral imperative, and we have an imperative to do everything we can to maximize learning for all students and push and challenge kids to do more than what they really believe they can do.
If you think you have a story to tell, send me an email. But I have to tell you up front, it better be good. I hope